Hello everyone, welcome to Ops on Cloud. So today let's discuss about a behavioral interview question which you can answer in any FANG, MANG or any interviews. Okay. So the question is, tell me about a time where you had to redesign or significantly improve a critical job scheduling system that was reaching its performance limits and causing reliability concerns. Describe the challenges you faced, the steps you took, and the outcome. Specifically, address how you balanced reliability, scalability, and maintenance in your solution. Okay. So first, I'll try to answer in star method, star format. So this is how you are supposed to answer in the interviews as well. Okay. So this is the behavioral interview question. So this what is the situation? So basically, our organization relied heavily on single server which was running multiple cron scripts for crucial functionality such as sending reminders, sending email notifications, and cleaning up databases. As our company scaled, right? So both the number of cron scripts and the volume of the data they processed that grew significantly. This single point of failure led to increasing reliability issues. Okay, if the server went down or if there is any misconfigurations, the critical jobs would fail to run. Okay, and also the setup became increasingly fragile and short-term solution. For example, upgrading to bigger servers could no longer keep the pace with the demand or fully eliminate the downtime by itself. This was the situation. Okay. So in this specific situation, what was my task? I'll try to answer that. So basically, my task was to redesign this cron job execution strategy mainly to remove the single point of failure, to handle the growing number of scripts and the rising data volume, and also to make sure that the new architecture should be easier to monitor and troubleshoot for all the engineering teams. Along with this, I was also responsible tasked with providing a means to track the status of each cron job, including success, failures, and in progress runs. Okay. So now this was a task which was assigned to me. All right. So what actions I took while doing this task? Okay. So basically, what I did is I reviewed our legacy cron setup and discovered that while it was straightforward, it was also too brittle. I analyzed all the historical failures to see patterns. For example, memory limits, CPU spikes, concurrency issues, all these things. All right. What I did is I created, basically, I built a new Golang based service to replicate this cron scheduling. Okay. So I used the Golang's cron library that will support the standard cron expressions. I also used this Kubernetes for container orchestrations, and I implemented this leader election system. Basically, only one pod acts as scheduler at the time, and others will be in standby mode. All right. And I also offloaded all the resource intensive executions to asynchronous compute platforms. For example, like Kafka. Okay. And I also separated the conductor. Okay. The schedule, basically, the conductor in this case means it's the scheduler. Okay. So that if there is any bottlenecks, it won't be impacted. I also created a table in databases so that we can track the job status and we can also handle deduplications. So basically, before scheduling a new run, right, I will check if another run was already active for the system script, and I stored all the run history to provide debugging insights to the internal users. All right. Apart from this, when I was implementing this solution, right, I incrementally rolled out all the new to the new systems basically. So I migrated the scripts in small batches from the legacy single server cron tab to the new service. And I also monitor the resource usage, the scheduling accuracy, and the error rate very closely. While doing this specific activity, right, I coordinated with multiple stakeholders because there were dependency with respect to script. Also, we need to make sure that there is minimal disruption and to gather the feedbacks on the new monitoring pages as well. Alright, and I also created dashboards which will show real-time job queue status, database metrics for concurrency, and the scheduling success or failure rates. I also configured alerts for the failed jobs or also if there is any anomalies in the scheduling. For example, if the job is stuck in the queue for a longer duration of time than the expected duration. This is the action which I took while doing this specific task, or this is my contribution. You can say like this. So now the last part, what was the result of doing this specific activity? So you did something. So what was the result? So basically, we were able to transition from single cron box to multiple pod scheduling jobs in Kubernetes based environment since it was working on leader based election mechanism. So it drastically reduced the downtime because there is no longer single point of failure. Since I offloaded the work to job queues, right, it allowed the system to handle the larger spikes in the job volume without any service disruption. All right. And also, during any issues, the team spent very less time in firefighting because the system was improved with respect to the resiliency and we had better monitoring and alerting capabilities, which made the overall debugging of the system very easy. All right. So this is so basically this is how you are supposed to answer. Okay. So this is one of the scenario based behavioral interview questions which you can answer in any interviews. All right. But one thing what you are supposed to keep in mind is this will only give you the answer for the question that has been asked in the interview. But a good interviewers, they will try to branch out from the same answers that you have given. For example, they might say, so you are telling like you offloaded the CPU and memory work to job queues. So how did you do that? They might ask you to explain that part in detail. And you said larger spikes. So what was the larger spikes? So like this, a good interviewer will build the interview on top of this question alone. In this way, so basically they will be easily able to identify if you have really worked on this specific situation or do you genuinely have that experience or not. Okay. So while preparing, you should also think about what are the other possibilities. So this will give you the complete overview of the exact question that has been asked. So if you have anything in mind, the additional questions on top of this one, right, like how I gave some examples, please make sure that you will add that in the comment section. Whenever I have some time, I'll make sure that either I will answer you in the comment section or else I will try to create a separate video based on the question that is being asked. All right. So I hope this video will help you a lot in your interview preparation. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to Ops on Cloud. Thanks a lot.